Alright guys, quick update. It's been a while since I made a video, but I wanted to give a few updates on what I've done in addition to what I've already prepared in my apartment here. So, as you can see, it's gorgeous outside. I mean, it's like 40 some odd degrees, and of course I got to work tonight. So, Thursday is my day off, and the high will be 20. But I just exchanged the propane tank for my gas grill. I've got 2 spare propane tanks there. I've got 2 Mr. Buddy heaters. I don't know when this is going to happen, but if it's cold, I'm at least prepared and have an additional heat source. But I just got done shopping and I blew some serious coin. And what I did was a lot of this Hormel chili and the Diddy Moore beef stew and these right here, these complete meals. All of this stuff has got like a 2-year shelf life on it, so I just stocked up on that stuff. I got pretty good shelf life on the soups and the canned vegetables, but I do have frozen vegetables in my chest freezer as well. And that's the big thing, is back here I went to Walmart and I purchased 2 of these. These are just 3 shelf plastic storage bins, and I'm starting to load them up. I got obviously a lot of ramen noodle here because it's just got an insane shelf life to it. These, I'm going to have whoever comes in here, I've got these all marked, which ones to use first, which ones to use second, third, fourth, and then finally the last ones because they go by expiration date. And then in here, I've got obviously more ramen noodle, but I mean, look, that's got a full year, that's got a full year, that's got a year on it. You know, a lot of this stuff will last a year. And then I also picked up these soup mix containers from Weiler's. Apparently you just boil, like, I think it's like 8 cups of water or something like that. And then you just add this stuff and you boil it for like 20 minutes or something like that. But these are great too. And these have a year. This one's actually got over a year before it expires. This one expires the soonest. But the beef vegetable and the chicken noodle don't expire until July of 2023. So that's got really good shelf life to it. Now, if I could just get this closed. There we go. I did get some like snack cracker sandwiches, the peanut butter and the cheese ones. They don't have too much shelf life, but you know, I don't know when this is going to take place, so I figured, you know, just something to tide them over for right now. Any kind of snack is great. And then I also have these rolled oats, and I put them in an airtight container because that extends their shelf life. So this won't expire until, you know, 2 years from now, which is also really helpful. And then, of course, I've got raw cane sugar. That doesn't expire until November of 2023. So you got 1 3/4 years of shelf life on this. And these, I think you've got 2 years. And then what I did in here is I bought organic flour and then I put it in another airtight container and put it in the freezer because that'll extend its shelf life as well for up to 2 years. So I bought blocks of cheese And I mean, I'm just loaded in here. I've got tons of food and frozen vegetables. I've got all my fish in here. And I've got tons of like chicken nuggets and stuff like that. Lots of frozen stuff. The frozen stuff lasts a really long time, so I'm not too concerned about that. But then in here, this is where I got a little bit creative. Here's my 55-gallon drums of fresh water. But then I went and got canned food. And as you can see, it's all nice and neat and sorted, but I've also run masking tape across and put the expiration dates on this stuff. So if you can see, the broths got a year. The ham has got a little over a year. The chicken broth's got a lot of life to it. That's almost 2 years. The chili with beans, you know, I know not everybody likes chili, but it's got a really, really awesome shelf life to it. So that's why I bought stuff like that, and also the baked beans. I know not everybody's a fan, but you know, when the tribulation starts, people aren't going to have a choice. You're not going to get to eat whatever you want to. You know, it's going to cost an entire day's wage for a loaf of bread. So you got to be happy and content with what you do have. The tuna, I learned that unopened tuna can last 5 years. So this will last until 2028. So got tons of shelf life on that. Same with this chicken. You know, that's got over 2 years. The roast beef has got over 2 years, almost 3 years. And with the Swanson canned chicken, that's got almost a full 2 years on it. And then the roast beef and gravy, that's also got nearly 2 years on it. So I decided to do the canned goods, especially with the chicken and beef and tuna, because they've got insane shelf life to them. And I want to help out as much as I can, you know, and a lot of people would say, well, why are you blowing so much coin, you know, on stuff that you're not going to use? Why would you blow it on somebody else? Well, there's a reason for that. What else am I going to spend my money on? You know, a new car? And bog myself down with $1,000 a month payment? And for what? If the rapture is going to happen soon, that doesn't make any sense. But I want to put this into a scenario for you guys. And I want you to think about this. I'm going to play the part of the unbeliever. And I'll just say that, you know, I have a wife and 2 kids. Now the rapture just happened. My kids are missing. I don't know where they are. And I'm being told that aliens abducted them. And now all kinds of chaos and war is breaking out. You know, there's bombs flying all over the place, and my wife and I are trying to find a place that we feel somewhat secure. And we come into this place, and this is your home. So we come in because the door is unlocked, and we decide to call this our home. And after we get settled down, the first thing we do when we come over to the kitchen table is we see this. And this letter explains where everybody went. And we're calling the shots. So I tell my wife, I say, look, these people knew this was going to happen. And I've got additional letters on how to survive in these end times and what to do to get it right so that they can spend eternity in heaven. You know, this is their last chance. And not only do I have a NIV, brand new NIV Bible on the table out there, but this is probably my greatest treasure. This I'm really, really happy about. These are 1984 editions. This is the NIV. This is what I grew up with. We had the NIV 1984 editions, but we didn't have the red lettering like this one does, which is a huge help. And this is the King James Version that I got. Also 1984 edition. And then it's got, you know, a dictionary of the Bible, what all the words mean. Concordance to the Old and New Testaments. And then it's got another section back here of all the prophecies in the Old and New Testaments literally fulfilled. And this is, you know, as of 1984. You know, and we can always add to this, but this is the full deal. This is the go-to for me anyway, if I need to research something. So these are obviously the things that I treasure the most. Brings back a lot of memories of growing up in a parochial school and having these to study from. So it's a really great thing to have, but I left all of this for them, for whoever comes in here when we're gone. You know, people are going to need food, and they're going to have to find a way to survive the next 7 years. And with the ridiculous price of food during those times, I don't know, if it was me and my wife and we came into a place like this, and I learned that even though my wife and I may have made fun of you a few months ago because you were warning us about these end time prophecies that we didn't want to take any interest in, and I come in here and I learned that you cared about me and loved me enough to do all this prep work and have all this food and every last set of instructions ready for me and my wife, and you're not even here that I can say thank you to. So just think about that when you go about your day and you look at people, and you know, people can be mean and really sarcastic right now, but they're not going to be very sarcastic once stuff hits the fan. So just keep that in mind. Talk to you later, guys. Also forgot to add, I just ordered this from Amazon, and these are 2 1-pound containers of powdered cheese, and I'll be stocking up on tons of pasta as well, so people can have, you know, macaroni and cheese. You know, it's going to get old after a while, but at least this will last them. And then I ordered these Mylar bags and the oxygen absorbers. So I'm going to use the 1-quart containers, fill them up, and all it will take is one of those packs, the 100cc oxygen absorbent bags. Just throw one in, and that powdered cheese will last 10 to 15 years. So, you know, now you've got them set up, or at least I do. And that's the other thing that you might want to consider purchasing. And I would do it now while you still can. And I mean, it's available. And it cost me $38. So it's really not that bad. It's not that bad of a price for stuff like this that'll help make the food last a really, really long time. So that's the other thing that I forgot to add to this video. So I'm just adding it in now. Thanks a lot, guys. God bless.